What's happening, gamers? Welcome back to Crash Bandicoot here on the PlayStation 4, and we're doing the dreaded level, Road to Nowhere, which, not looking forward to this, but we're going to be playing as Coco, so that's always good. Coco is, of course, Crash's sister, and she is a playable character in the collection. She was a playable character originally, I believe, in Crash 3 is what people were telling me, so... Alright, let's do this.
Cool.
There she is.
Yay! Oh my gosh, she's so cute!
Yeah, well, let's see how her cuteness does on the worst level in the game for me. I've tried to get through this level with 20 lives intact. I've never been able to do it.
Uh-oh.
So...
Well, maybe Crash's sister can help us out.
We're gonna find out.
She's a cute little pink notebook.
So yesterday when I was complaining about stuff, this is what I was referring to. This is the horrendous platforming, and there's 2 more levels like this. See, slide right off the platform. Good times. Great times. I'm gonna try to keep my veins from popping out of my neck. That's the plan.
It's interesting. Like, remember when you play Mario 3, you can be like one little tiny notch on the platform and still be on it. Whereas here, it's like, yeah, if you're only a little bit on it, yeah, you're gonna slide off.
Well, I mean, Castlevania 64 was also very similar to sliding off stuff. I mean, not necessarily this camera angle, but there are some games that were really bad with you know, platforming. And I'm not talking about the ice either. That blue stuff right there is considered kind of like ice. So you slide down and you have to be completely dead center on the little planks. And how you do that is, notice when she's jumping in the air, you see like this little circle. That's the shadow.
Oh, you go by the shadow.
That's what I've been doing, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
There we go.
Whoa.
No!
Oh. I guess you had to like run and leap off at the very edge of that tiny platform.
Yeah, but I mean, I've done this level so many times that it's kind of like, I'm not really gonna get mad, which is good. I mean,
is it
some
like
people...
an old friend?
No, this is like a old enemy, but I was reading some of our stuff and people were like, you know, I don't like that you guys don't do this blind. It's like, if I have to know what I'm doing with certain platformers, because platforming games are not my forte.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. Maybe one or two people wish we would do it blind, but 90% of people wish we would not, because they would kill us. So, for 1 or 2 of you guys, sorry we can't, because everyone else will murder us.
No, there are some games we still do. Mighty Gunvolt, the entire thing was blind until, like, I think near one part of the game where I had to actually look up how to use the customization menu.
Yay! Checkpoints!
Yep, checkpoints are your friend. But this isn't... The hard part about this is where that, like, warthog thing is coming at you, because you have to avoid him, get on the tiny planks.
Oh yeah, so he literally, you can't even kill him.
No.
Right? You can't destroy him.
No.
Get him out of the way.
But like I said yesterday, I believe, when we were recording, like, the 3rd, you know, episode. We're on our 4th episode now. That the only way to take this guy down was eventually, when you die a lot in a row, just like Super Kong and some other games, see, you can't be touched, you get like the little tiki guy will follow you, or Aku, whatever his name is, I don't know. I'm not a Crash fan. This is our first time playing Crash, so he's like the little invincibility dude that comes.
I call him Tiki Man. Tiki Mask, dude. The mask.
Oh, okay, I'm centered. I'm calm.
Papayas, mangoes,
okay.
whatever they are.
So one trick that I found to kind of do is if you
actually enjoying this now. Like,
if you can leap over him, he won't come after you.
Oh, okay.
But if you knock down the planks that he's trying to get, like, you know, to, he will still walk on the air. You have to have him behind you. And that's a design flaw.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Yeah, how could he walk on the air?
All right, so we have 22 lives remaining, and the little tiki friend is here. So boom, there we go. We use the tiki guy. Oh!
Oops.
Breathe. So
That's what I say.
I don't know if it's gamer pride or whatever it is, but I can't die like 15 times in a row and not get mad. It's been like, I would really say that I pushed like my rage to the limits when I was a kid when I played Ninja Gaiden, but I will have you know that I am one of the few people to defeat the original Ninja Gaiden series. In fact, I showed a review of it, the old NES retro games, and I was gonna do the Xbox games, because I loved
Is that the
Razor's
Ninja
Edge.
Gaiden with the awesome music?
Yep.
Yeah, I love that music.
There are very few people who are alive today that can beat the original Ninja Gaiden trilogy without playing it on an emulator.
Yeah, I do remember people talking about that.
So I has skills, but when it comes to going from 2D to 3D, 3D games like this, not that good at.
Good job!
19 lives.
So what do you think, Kwing, your little kid, okay, what year did you beat Ninja Gaiden when you were...
I was 8.
Okay, so your 8-year-old self versus this self, what do you think?
My 8-year-old self would be cringing so much that he would take the NES controller wire and he would wrap it around my neck and he would start strangling me and beating me with the zapper.
Really?
And say, "Give me the controller, noob!" Except he wouldn't say noob. Noob wasn't a thing back then. It would have been scrub or...
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to think what terms we used back then. But there was one part in, when I was really little, there was a level in Donkey Kong Country where you had to be in a barrel blast.
Yeah.
And I would go into it with 50 lives, and my dad would hear me downstairs, like, slamming something into the wall. And it was the Mad Catz controller, because it was at one level, you guys know what I'm talking about who are my age. You remember, you're in the snow, and you have to shoot, like, with the barrels. That was my gaming bane when I was little. That level. That and when I was a teenager playing Castlevania 64, where you were in the clock tower and you had to jump on platforms, and also where you had to have the nitroglycerin on your body and not touch anything.
Oh, yeah.
Dang it. Okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We started with how many lives? 28? We're at 14 lives.
All right, you know what? I like playing games
Be
with
the board.
your 30-year-old self because
Be the board!
I don't think your 8-year-old self would have let me play.
No, you wouldn't have. Be like, 1, you're a girl. Oh,
and then 2, I have cooties, and then 3, I can't play it because you need to play.
See, the shadow has to be exactly in line with the boards. If it's not, you're gonna fall to your death. Okay, go, go, go. Yes! Okay. Now this part, there's gonna be a boar thing or whatever the heck it's called. I don't know. Okay, you can actually bypass him. You have to jump over him. Okay, get my timing. Come on, Mr. Boar.
I really don't.
Nope, we gotta do it! There we go. Yeah! What's my name? That's supposed to be a checkpoint!
It's not a checkpoint?
Oh, no, it's not.
Wait, you're gonna have to do that again?
Don't tell me that.
I mean, if you don't.
Okay, so this is explosions. This isn't good.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, that's fine. What?
You got squashed.
Yeah, I can see that. I got totally,
Oh, well, you kind of... Oh, that's just a checkpoint for the bonus. Alright.
Well, maybe they made a checkpoint now. I don't know. But, I mean, that's a bonus stage, so that's good. Okay, so we're gonna go
Alright,
here.
here's my advice. Try not to die. Oh.
Thanks for the advice, but I don't think it came in very handy.
I mean, if you would have followed my advice, then you would have been fine.
No, I'm glad we have so many breakable things, because as an adult, now, because we have so many nice, like, collectibles and very easily breakable things with, like, man rage,
Yeah.
I don't throw things anymore. Because
I see.
I don't want the controller to ricochet, and I don't want to hit a cat or my wife, so I contain my rage as best I can.
Do you, Kwing? Do you?
Yeah, I actually after this, I'm gonna have to...
I don't see any holes in the walls.
No, there's no holes. I'm gonna have to play Street Fighter after this, because like I'm gonna need a way to channel my anger appropriately. Oh, oops. Okay, we're doomed.
Why?
You're supposed to use the turtle to jump on him, so you can get over to this platform because you can't reach it.
Maybe you should do the bonus thing again.
No. Okay, because we did the bonus, we had a checkpoint. All right, so you have to jump on the turtle. I jumped on the turtle.
I don't understand. That's what you were supposed to do, Kwing?
No, that's not what I was supposed to do. So you jump on the turtle, and then
Whee!
you go shadow. There you go. 1, 2, boom. Okay, so 1, 2, almost. Yes! Oh. Okay, see, I couldn't do it in 20 lives, but I did it. But you missed 1, 2, 3, 4. Ow,
At least she has a little notebook to keep
to cover her head a little bit, yeah. So she can like minimize the cranial damage.
She's so cute.
Oh my gosh.
I am so proud of you.
When I was a kid, the person who lived next door to us thought I had Tourette's when I was playing certain games.
Oh my god.
Like Shay Khan, the Forever Man on the Genesis, which that was a very bad platformer too. I did that for a Retro Mondays or something like that. It was the one with the dude with the swords, and he had like the bony face, the Undertaker look, the cowboy. That's a bad platforming game. I died a lot in that. I also got angry at Donkey Kong Country 64 or Donkey Kong 64 because there was like at least 1 or 2 parts in the game where it made me rage. The old arcade game thing that you have to do, and also there was one platforming level where it was just horrendous, and everybody. It's synonymous with it being like horrendous.
Oh my gosh, what is this? This is forward stuff?
This is. You don't recognize this?
This is the
boulder thing from Uncharted 4.
Oh, cool.
This was the level. So the other one I was wrong about.
But you're playing it with his sister.
Now, one thing I've noticed about, I might be wrong, but I think because Coco's a new character, her mechanics are a little bit better than Crash. She seems faster, and she jumps a little higher.
And
I think.
She's cuter.
Yeah, I kind of like the fact that she's wearing more clothes than Crash. I don't, staring at that Bandicoot without a shirt, it's kind of weird. For a long time.
You don't think he looks zesty without his shirt?
No, I mean, it would just be weird. It'd be like if, as a kid, they gave Sonic pants and, not a shirt. Because, I mean, Sonic just has shoes because hedgehogs that's how hedgehogs look. But then you think about Crash is supposed to have a shirt on. Dang it.
You give him one clothing item and not the other, then it's like, but
it's like, why?
It's okay if they don't have any clothes because you're like, oh, okay, so they have fur, it's fine. But then when you have one clothing item and not another, you're just like...
A hedgehog with high tops.
If he felt the need to cover up here, why is he... It feels like he's more naked on the other place.
Can't stop staring. But no, I like Coco. She's fun. And I like the fact that if she stands idly by, like when we were eating lunch a while ago, and we were on my other save file, she does some pretty funny things with her cell phone after texting, and it's very like now, like with kids today, and she's got her tablet with her that she uses to beat things up with.
Oh, that's
I think it's a tablet, yeah.
Oh my gosh, I thought that was like a notebook for school.
No, that's a tablet. She's a techie. She's got a cell phone that she texts people, and she has her tablet.
But she's a bandicoot in the middle of the forest. She can't be a techie.
It's not supposed to make sense. It's cute.
It is pretty cute.
But yeah, this was the thing that you and I were like, oh, maybe we should, play the Uncharted level to see who does the dishes, because I wasn't very good at this.
Oh, yeah, like in the,
But that's what this is. That's what this is right here.
That's very cute.
Whoa! Aww.
Yeah, and then it's actually his wife who actually is more into gaming than he is.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool, because, I mean, he was like... What was so funny about that, though, is at the end of the game, like 20 years or 15 years in the future, the family is still playing the original PlayStation. And that, of course, is an homage to Naughty Dog because, they started with Crash, and they're showing Nathan kind of coming full circle, still ending on Crash Bandicoot. That was kind of cool. It was very...
Oh, yeah, definitely. That was a great ending.
But no, the trick to this one is a lot of people are like, use the D-pad. The D-pad actually doesn't feel quite right for this, so I'm actually using the joystick, and I have it very comfortably tilt down, and I'm just like kind of as far ahead as possible as the character, and then I'm looking down at the screen. And there we go. See? Boom. But we didn't get... I don't know why we're missing all those boxes, though. That's kind of annoying.
I don't know.
And I also reached a part in the game, guys, where they're talking about green emeralds and purple ones. If you could tell me how to get those, that'd be awesome. Because my other save file is at like 60% completion, but I don't have a green gem and I don't have a purple one. So parts of the level like aren't accessible. It makes it a little harder, something like that.
Yeah.
So I'm only going to dedicate like 1 or 2 more days with Crash Bandicoot because we have other games we got to work on. And I'd really like to play the better versions of this, Crash 2 and 3, which everybody's saying I'm just going to breeze through, which I'm excited because this is the hardest of the collection. And it's not necessarily a hard game. The platforming isn't very good. The other mechanics, like the side-scrolling is awesome. You know, the whole idea around Crash is interesting. And it's really great that they improved upon it as the series went on. Of course, they almost killed it once there were some later games that came out that people weren't too thrilled with on the PS3 and things like that.
Interesting.
Whee! See? That's a piece of cake. Boom.
She is so cool. She reminds me of Dixie Kong.
Ah, now that you said that, yeah.
Because the yellow
and the ponytail, yeah. Yeah. But now I'm gonna think that I'm gonna think that her little spin thing is gonna help with her descent, like have her hover or something.
Oh yeah, no, I don't think she has the hover. That would be nice.
I think you just jinxed everything now.
I'm sorry.
Because she has the overalls and, well, I mean, she didn't have the pink shirt though.
I can't remember how everything Dixie Kong had, but
pink hat, pink shirt.
Dixie Kong was Diddy Kong's girlfriend, right?
Still is, as far as I know.
Yeah.
She also had what do they call them? Give me a second. They were a girls' fashion thing from the leg warmers. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
She had leg warmers. She had a pink hat and a pink shirt. And then her sister, Tiny, actually looks like Coco. Tiny looks like Coco. Tiny wears overalls and high tops and a white t-shirt. Just like her.
Oh, okay.
The only difference is she'd be a monkey. Tiny Kong, yeah. Dixie's sister. Or is that Trixie Kong? I don't even remember anymore.
And the reason why I say that is the visuals look really nice. They kind of remind me of, you know, a Donkey Kong game, like a modern one. Mm-hmm. They look really good.
But no, I'm really happy that, you know, the collection is out. And for people that have fond memories of Crash, you know, enjoy it. But I mean, people who passed up on this, I would say that they're going to struggle for about a day with this game. And then if they stick with it and literally just play the game, I'm sure just about anybody can beat this. I mean, already I'm getting perfects. I understand the mechanics. Yeah. So, I mean, it's not like my same, like the first and second episode. I'm more familiar with it now. And I'm just, the only thing I'm upset with is how long it took to kind of understand and get the counting and everything down. And understanding the shadow and how long you need to jump to do like a certain, you know, platform.
Well, I mean, think when we first started too, all those stages were blinking, so we thought we had to redo them, but you can just go through. You only need it, like people were saying, you only need a few diamonds to beat the game.
Mm-hmm. And we have 5 right now, so 5 or 6, I think. And what I have, just in case like we mess up, I'm going ahead on the other save file. I think has like 10 diamonds or whatever.
Oh.
So I mean, in case we can't do it, because I mean, playing and doing live commentary is a totally different thing. Because how do I explain this? When you're having a conversation with somebody and you're playing at the same time, sometimes your gameplay suffers a little bit because you're trying to have a conversation with the person next to you. You're not trying to be rude. It always
suffers.
Well, it always suffers.
For me, it's always like that's like when I was trying to get through Fire Emblem Chapter 10. I did it like 4 or 5 times. I was able to beat it, and then every time we tried to record it, I would fail. So I know exactly what you're talking about because, you know, as soon as someone starts going, oh, cool, this is really great, what are you doing? Why don't you explain to me how you're doing this? You try to explain it, and they're like, oh, yeah, I'm doing this, and then you try to explain it or show it off, then you totally fail while you're doing it. So.
What I love is we're pretty much done with the Fire Emblem series, and the people who are adamant about, like, enjoying our Fire Emblem series, Echoes, there are paragraphs of, like, how to help us play better, and we're already, like... I'm pretty sure that we're right on the final boss.
But we will take that into account, like, for the
next Fire Emblem game. But the next Fire Emblem game is Dynasty Warriors. What help are we going to need with Dynasty Warriors?
Well, I mean, for future Fire Emblem
Emblem games. I appreciate it. And it's
we're not done with the game yet. We have, like, there's 6, chapters all.
No, there's only 5, and we're on the 5th chapter. So, like, we just have to do that one thing. You have to face the dragon.
We will take it into account for facing the dragon, then.
Yeah.
I will take it into account for my Fire Emblem Fates thing that I was doing.
Oh, I'm sure we'll get to Fire Emblem Fates by, if you want to, September. We can roll it out because based on all the episodes that we did for, what is it called? Echoes again. And we're doing it like every other day or every 3 days or whatever. There'll be episodes until almost September, I think.
Yeah.
Something like that. Ooh. Okay, I didn't mean to do that. My mind was somewhere else. I was thinking about Fire Emblem. I really like the story of Fire Emblem, though. This game doesn't have a story, really. The first game, at least. You were in a Dexter's Lab scenario, and you broke out. Your girlfriend got kidnapped. Lab. And you have to go save her. It's a pretty basic plot line in video games.
I have one question about the story of this game, though. How does what is her name? What is this girl's
Coco.
name? How does little Coco get Wi-Fi here in the middle of the Amazon jungle?
Data.
What?
She's on data. Crash is going to be ticked.
How did you can do data on a tablet?
Yeah. Wait. No. Dang it. She's doing the data off her phone and using it as a hotspot for her tablet.
Wow, Luke.
Yeah. There you go.
It's gonna be. But still, wouldn't she have terrible reception even if she was using data?
Depends if she's near a fallen satellite or something. You never know.
All right. Well,
I haven't been to the Amazon, so I have no way of knowing. Oh.
I know. Why haven't you taken me there?
Because I don't want to die.
I'll try not talking to you right now. Maybe this isn't the best time.
That whole Mokala Membe thing, I do not want to be eaten by that.
That's in the Congo.
That and the size of the spiders in the Amazon and mosquitoes, no thank you.
All right. Well, you do have to watch out for barracudas in the Amazon.
I don't care.
And piranhas.
Okay, yep, never going to the Amazon. Dang. What am I doing wrong?
And of course, jungle cats and.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna have to watch like School Rumble after this, just to. Although I kind of have to. I'm a little excited. We have to look at a game that Namco sent us. They sent us 2 games. One of them is Tekken, and one of them is called like Dead End or something even. Get Even. There it is.
Oh, yeah.
And no idea what it is. My PR guy says, it's a thriller, you'll enjoy it. Because he selects games that he thinks are going to work with our brand of channels. Sometimes it works, sometimes...
We'll see what it is.
But I am super pumped about Tekken 7. Like, I wasn't able to get it because we were moving. And, they gave it to us on the Xbox One. So, I'm terrible with Xbox controls. So I'm going to blame the Xbox for it, because I just don't like the Xbox controller. So, if I like it, I'm going to try to get it on my PS4.
Well, I'm always raging at the Xbox, because I got it because it had some cool games on it, and it always makes me log in every time, even though there's only one person on the system, which is me. And
maybe there's a way to, like,
It makes
fix
me rage so much. And then every game that I play, I have to re-log in as myself. Who is playing this? It's like, me, put your password back in. I have to put my password in every, all the time.
Oh!
And then, I don't like the Xbox controller because the A is in the place where I'm used to B being or something, so every time I'm trying to just say yes, okay, I end up pushing B and going back. So
and we also, we have some fun indie games that the devs gave us that we'll be looking at for the Switch, like July.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of like cool Switch streams that you guys, if you like the Nintendo Switch, we cover a lot of Switch games. A lot of interesting indie titles. So I'm looking forward to that. July is going to be a fun month for like our channel. I really think so. And Crash Bandicoot will be going on for a while, so if you guys love the feels of Crash and watch some new guy that you've never seen before play Crash, then I'm your channel.
No, I don't want to watch a new guy, Kwing. I want to watch you.
What?
Oh, you mean other people? Okay, yeah.
Most of our subscribers aren't watching this. They know I'm bad at Crash. And we're attracting new people like, how do you not know what Crash is? It's like, I know what Crash is.
I like that we attract new people with every game we do. It's nice.
Well, it made me happy to hear we were hitting the search engine. I was like, really? Interesting. Well, the thumbnail I made is actually pretty cute. I like it. I went back to that,
it's happy.
that Kwings design that we used in 2016.
Yeah, the one that I told you to get rid of. So.
Yeah!
What's up with that, Amber?
The one that we hired that artist to make even better. And, yeah. Uh-oh. Timing is everything. So the trick for this one is you actually you have to get on those boxes and go over it. There's no way that you can be ground level. It's one of those that it wants you to. That's why it puts the box in kind of like a staircase like pattern because it wants you to go over it.
Ow.
I got too eager. Too eager. Thank you.
Come on, Dixie Kong. You can do it.
Stop saying that!
I mean, Coco.
Really throwing me off. Okay, so... Come on!
I think Ice-T's wife is named Coco, actually.
Really?
Coco and Ice-T. Yeah.
Are there kids named Lipton and, like, Sherbert?
No.
That's what I would do. If I was named something weird, like, I would, like... Well, I mean, I'm named after a pop culture icon. Who now is an old man, so...
But Luke is such a classic name, though.
Not before Star Wars.
Yes, it is!
No,
there were a lot of
there
Lukes.
We go.
There have been Lukes all throughout history. There are Lukes in Fire Emblem, you know, it's like a...
Again, Luke was
Bible,
only used...
everything.
The reason why Luke became a popular name in the 1980s is because of Star Wars. Look it up.
I don't believe
Parents
that.
weren't brave enough to name their kid Han Solo or Wedge, though. So it was Luke.
Luke is a good name even without Star Wars. That's hard for me to believe.
There weren't that many Lukes in the 1950s,
I know, but there were
40s,
some
30s. Yeah, but there's so many. From like 80s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and not so much today.
Well, you know what's interesting about my name, Amber, is that when my parents named me that, there were hardly anyone named Amber at the time. And notice how many people there are named Amber of my generation. It's almost like everyone had the same idea at once. So,
yeah,
great. So, yeah.
And everybody saw, you know, The Empire Strikes Back and decided that Luke would be a great name for boys. Why didn't the girls get to be called Leia? Should be an even balance.
There are girls named Leia, but they don't spell it the Alderaan way.
That's not fun.
They spell it just the regular way, because Leia.
No, that doesn't count. If they're called Leia, then that's not Leia.
Oh, okay, fine.
No.
I see.
I want to know how many kids are going to be named Batman after, like, all the Batman.
Batman? Why would you name your child Batman? Maybe Bruce.
There aren't that many Bruces, actually, anymore.
It's a great name.
According to, like, the list of popular baby names.
I would name my kid Bruce. It's a great... Robert the Bruce. It's a great name.
You would name him Robert the Bruce?
Well, no, you name him Bruce or Robert.
Hi, everyone. My name's Robert the Bruce. I'm starting kindergarten. I'm gonna enslave you all.
What? Robert the Bruce was a hero that helped the Scottish people. He didn't enslave anyone.
Oh, right. I'm thinking the other guy.
You're thinking of the guy he fought against.
Yeah. How about, my name's Robert the Bruce. I'm gonna have all of you join my mercenaries. And we're gonna,
For freedom!
Yeah. We're gonna,
You could name one of your kids William Wallace and the other one Robert the Bruce.
No, I want to name one of my kids Lando.
Yes, and his middle name be Calrissian.
No, Lando Skywalker Kwing.
Yeah, I'm not giving you permission to name our children.
And, you know, so one kid definitely gets tough. He's gonna have to have the middle name Butch.
You always told me you would make your kids, your boys, their middle name is Susan.
That sounds like something I would do.
You said it would make them tougher.
It would. It would. Because you give them a cool first name to balance it out, and then they're stuck with my last name, but then they have a middle name that just, like, enrages them.
Luke, do you know something, Chandler on Friends. Do you know what his middle name is? It's Chandler M. Bing.
Mary?
No, it's Muriel. And he's like, it's a family name, but yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
I just found that out.
Ah!
I watch a lot of Netflix when I'm around here, when I'm hanging out with Luke and stuff.
Oh, you watch a lot of stuff when I was practicing Crash. We almost beat it before we started playing.
I tried to stay up with you and, quote, help, but I couldn't really help. Like, I sat here watching the rage.
Well, some really cool abilities in Crash 2 and 3 is Crash has a slide ability like Mega Man. So you have other ways to attack enemies and, like, to evade stuff. So, I mean, what was so interesting about the original Crash game that so many people remind me of is Crash, like, had no upgrades or anything like that. He could do a spin attack, he could jump on people, and that was it. Mm-hmm. You know, it wasn't about that. It was, at its heart, a platforming game, and it was made by Naughty Dog. They liked the challenging platform games from the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
And so they made this.
Yep.
But because it was like an early 3D game, like, you know, right around that time of Mario 64 and stuff like that, 3D was new territory. So there's going to be problems when you make a 3D game.
It's hard for me to say if I agree with you or not, because I'd have to play the game a whole bunch to see if I really thought the platforming was off. Because it kind of looks off, but there's no way for me to tell. I'd have to, like, practice it a lot and see. But yeah, when I did try to play it, I was like, let me, give me the controller, let me try. I did rage even more than you, so I mean...
but you were raging on the side-scrolling stuff.
Yeah, you know what? We don't have to talk about that.
She was raging on the side.
No, I wasn't! It was the difficult part. No, okay, fine. No, it was the side-scrolling.
I just need to explain how this koala boss does. Basically, when he throws the tiny rocks at you, you hit the spin attack. When he hits the big rock at you, you're supposed to avoid it and then smack it back at him.
Oh.
That's all you do. And avoid the dynamite and you're golden.
I like Crash without a shirt. Why does he need one? He just needs pants. He's in the Amazon. It would be too hot with a shirt on.
No, he's actually not the Amazon. He's a Bandicoot, so he's supposed to be from down under.
Oh, why is he stuck in the... Is
Crocodile
he down under?
Dundee, yeah.
Is he down under right now, so we're not in the Amazon?
We're in Australia.
What?
Yeah.
There are, like, all kinds of, like, weird temples and stuff in Australia to explore, like, ancient ruins and stuff?
I don't know.
Apparently.
Maybe the prisoners built it. I don't know.
Well, no, it probably would have been there before then.
Maybe.
Just like,
all
those temples from ancient civilizations are, like, at least, like, 3,000 years old.
Walloping wallabies. Okay, no, don't.
Alright, so we're not in the Amazon, then.
Wait. Did the koala invent twerking before there was twerking? I have to...
What? Why was he...
No, he did...
Yeah, he's just...
No, that wasn't a twerk. That was, that was like a... I'm trying to think who... If you watch the movie, like, Music and Lyrics, that's kind of what it was. It was like it was the lead singer, like, hip shake.
Yeah, it was a hip shake, definitely.
Yeah.
It was like an Elvis hip shake.
I actually knew somebody who could do that muscle, like, thing, like where they have the pecs, like, go up and down like that. Oh, really?
Wow.
It's all a nerve thing, but just like, someone can raise their eyebrows, someone can also, like, do pec exercises.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Are you referring to yourself, Kwing?
No, Zach.
No. I know. Yeah, that guy was pretty buff.
But he had a small head.
Yeah.
Which he complained, he was terrified of this one workout guy who had a small head and he would always call him an alien, but then it was like, who tells Zach? It'd be like, buddy, it's like, you're worried about big athletic guys with huge builds and tiny heads, but you also have a small head. So maybe you just fear things with small heads.
Yeah. I don't know. I actually have an abnormally small head.
Of course, I would just tell them in a text because that guy could bench press me. I mean, Zach, he's a Muay Thai expert.
Yeah.
He is a black belt, black belt in Taekwondo. Or I don't remember what belt was in Taekwondo.
The only thing you have on him is that you're taller than him.
That was it, yeah. Because once he started, and I was joking around with him. I didn't know he was going to start taking martial arts and stuff like that when I was talking about Muay Thai and all this other stuff. You know, I didn't know he was going to start doing that stuff, and then he did, and it's like, remind me to never wrestle ever again, and other things, which I never did. Like, after I got a certain age and he was doing that stuff, it was just like, I said nothing to upset him, ever. Because you know how guys can get sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
Especially, he's a Goku fan, and I'm a Vegeta person, so... You know, or I believe he was a fan of the Green Ranger, and, you know, just like how me and Travis can get kind of, like, heated between our arguments between the Red and Green Ranger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pay attention there, Bandicoot, dude. You're getting pummeled with...
No, the rocks, they're supposed to hit me. So, I mean...
What? Why would they supposed to hit you?
You use your spin attack on them. See?
Why?
Because you don't get hurt. You would get hurt if you hit the dynamite, though.
You don't get hurt at all when you do that? Oh.
No, but you can't use the spin attack on the big rock, so now you have to avoid the dynamite, and you have to wait until those little mine carts go past him, because then he'll block them.
I see. Okay,
And then you have to start all over again. No, it's fine.
Yeah, that guy definitely has a tiny head and a big body.
Bye, koala.
Koalas are so cute, but that one was not cute.
Would you like a pet koala? Do they allow those in Pennsylvania?
I think that's not...
Are they endangered?
It's an exotic species. I don't think that you could have it out of its habitat.
It's not, like, dangerous, though. It's a koala.
I don't think it's endangered, but it's...
No, dangerous.
No, I don't think it would be dangerous. Like,
there we go.
Having a tiger in your home or... Yeah,
tiger would be bad. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Join us next time as we do the factory stuff and near the end of Crash Bandicoot on the PS4. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See ya!